right, let's call to order the Monday, August 25th, 2025 meeting of the Historic Preservation Commission. Kelly, would you please read the roll?
Kathy Acton, Patrick Boyd,
Here.
Jean Hackbars,
Here.
Jonathan Hansen,
Here.
Mark Reinhardt,
Here.
Jane Schuler, Mary Ann Schumerth.
All right, and Mary Ann, Jane, and Kathy are excused. All right, item 2, approval of the minutes of the June 23rd, 2025 Historic Preservation Commission meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Patrick, seconded by Mark to approve the minutes from the June meeting. Any corrections or changes that anybody has? All right. If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 3, public comment on matters not on the agenda. Please note that comments made during the public comment period shall pertain only to matters under the jurisdiction of the Historic Preservation Commission. Does anybody have anything they would like to speak on that's not on the agenda?
Nope.
Again, is there anyone who would like to speak on something not on the agenda? Does not appear so we will move on. Item 4, consideration and possible action on the status of 3 projects that HPC members are working on in 2025. Remaining projects include historic property designations, GLG Subgrant facilitation, and public education program number 2. All right, Peter, do you want to start us off?
Sure can. In July, the chair and I had a conversation about the project related to designating residential and commercial properties as historic. You might notice that that's not on the list anymore. And we had discussed it because of the potential for funding at the federal level being a little bit unstable. Rather than frustrating our public applicants by encouraging them to come on a ride to have their property designated historic and then have them be disappointed because funding is not available or the project taking way too much longer than normal, that this should be a project that we should just maybe put away until 2026 and then revive it then.
Okay.
So that's why you see that's what we're talking about that and saying this project has ended when you might not be aware that we had even selected a property. Second item is I just wanted to wrap up the 127 North Broadway historic designation. Everything that your group needs to do with that project was completed during our June meeting. There's just a little bit of wrap up on my desk left for making sure the invoices are paid for that project, and that is also a complete project. Perfect. The only thing we have left is the public education program number 2 to finish by the end of the year.
And Mark, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, if you want to provide an update on that one, one of you.
Yeah, I've been working on it with Patrick, and we've got, we went back and we listed out all the parks in the, this has to do with the signs in the parks which are named after individuals,
In history of the
families,
people.
and that type of thing. That's the one we chose here.
Okay.
And so we're researching all of that. We've got quite a bit of information, but it's going to have to be distilled down into what you can, put onto a smaller sign and all like that. But we've got a whole lot of information, and we're maybe, I don't know, a third, half
I would
of the way
say
done.
almost half, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, yeah.
So it's moving along, but it's going to take a little editing.
Okay. Are you planning to still do like a social media component to it as well?
We'd like to. I mean,
We could.
yeah.
Yeah, because we do have that website page which shows all the parks, and you can click on one.
Yep.
And it shows all the information about that park. That could be included in that web page if we so choose.
Yep. And then for the signs, have you had any conversations with the Parks and Rec Director Marty yet?
Not yet, but I'll reach out to him or reach out to the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go that route.
I'm very much impressed with the signs that I have seen. I've seen 4 of them already.
Are those the neighborhood signs?
The neighborhood signs.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be coming up next. Mhm.
yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we got a good start on this. and
Okay.
Just continue with it.
Sure.
Peter, if we were to put signs up in the parks, I assume that would be something that would need to be budgeted for, though, like through the park and rec budget? Or could,
It would need to be budgeted somehow. We don't have a specific line item for a project of that nature. So yeah, you would need to establish a budget to design and build your signs.
Okay. So working through Marty would be the person to go through then, obviously, right?
That would probably be a good start.
Yeah, I mean, start with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know there was interest in the park board in trying to raise public awareness about what the names mean, because nobody really seems to know what most of the names even mean, so.
No. And there are a lot of people that, of DPR people that have passed away, obviously, from many, many years ago.
Uh-huh.
You know, the Kelly Danas, Jim Martins, and
Yeah.
Yep.
There's one, Kearney Park, which
Carney.
I haven't been able to find anyone other than, I know there was a Kearney's barber shop, but I can't find any Kearneys, you know.
I'll check that tomorrow. I'll do DPR Journal and try to find
Yeah,
when
if-
it was dedicated.
If we have access to the Historical Society's old newspapers, we could maybe
Yeah.
find a lot
Yeah.
more information.
I'll do that tomorrow. That's perfect.
Okay. All right, well, thank you, gentlemen. Any other updates on these projects? All right. I think we need a motion to receive and place on file. So I'll make that motion to receive the update and place on file.
I'll second.
Motion by me, seconded by Patrick, to receive and place on file. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 5, discussion about the completion of the installation of 4 neighborhood historic district signs. You want to start us off, Peter? Thank you for putting that map together.
The signs are installed.
Yep.
That's about all I have to say.
Yeah. So as you can see on the map, it has the locations. The one in yellow that Peter has, that is the North Broadway district that's being put on hold until the White Pillars or the De Pere Heritage Center is done. Is that just in your office or is that at Jones Sign?
It's in the possession of the sign company.
Okay.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Nice. But yeah, the other 4 districts, they were installed. I think they look nice. I know, Gene, you said you thought they did as well.
And I have talked to people who live in the general area where those signs are located, and very positive response.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably have no idea why some of those places were built, or I mean, on those streets. That's great.
Yeah.
Did the Mansion Street one go up?
Yes.
Okay, that's because that's really historical,
Sure.
where people have no idea the
Right.
significance of it.
Yeah, it's right on South Erie Street.
That's perfect. I'm gonna drive by there after this.
Yeah, there was some issues with getting the post for the sign, so that's what kind of held it up. And then they finally were able to get the ones that they used. So, but that was kind of the holdup for a few months.
Perfect.
Okay.
Very good.
And it did come in under budget, I believe, right, Peter? Or like right on budget.
It had the expected budget.
Yeah. And that was funded through the American Rescue Plan Act. So that was federal dollars that the city had received from the federal government that we allocated the project. So, all right. No, I don't believe any action on that one. Nope. So we will go on to item 6, discussion about the installation of historic/information kiosk signage in the De Pere Lock and Dam Historic District at the west end of James Street. This is something that Gene has been working on. I don't know if you want to start, Gene, or Peter also has a memo here too, but you can start off.
Okay. The naming of the Lock and Dam Historic District, De Pere Lock and Dam Historic District, goes way back about 5 years. And the sign was prepared through the city, and everything just kind of fell apart once things changed and the river walk was put in. Okay. And so that just stayed away. It was put aside. And then I was talking to somebody that is working for the Fox River Navigational System Authority. And I brought up the fact that we do have this sign that would be available. And he said that he would take it to the Navigational System Authority Board, and they are in favor of the project. They have designated a spot where it could easily be located. It would have a metal backing, because right now it's a plastic sheath. Okay, it would have a metal backing, and it would be located where you see the arrow, the red arrow. And it would be visible, the sign would be visible from the river walk.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
There are a couple of other signs that are in that immediate area, is that true? And along the Riverwalk.
Those are signs relative to people who are in boats, who are on the river, and they would like to have the lock tender open or close the lock so that they can get through. That's what those signs refer to.
Okay.
Okay. But there has been no other area where the fact that the lock keepers, the dam and lock keepers house are making up a district,
Okay.
an historic district. And that was done in 1992 and 1993. Okay.
Perfect.
So there, in the memo, it does say that it would be located on the backside of existing signage, but you're saying now it would be its own like standalone sign?
That's to be determined
Okay.
by the board,
Okay.
by the Navigational System Board. The location that I promoted to the Navigational System people was that it be on the side facing the Riverwalk passage, and that it be mounted over the back of one of the signs that faces to the east.
Okay. And then Gene, do you know what the background was in terms of how like the content was developed for the sign?
It would have been put together sometime shortly after the Riverwalk opened up.
Okay.
And there was another thought at that same time that the area where Walsh Plaza is currently located, that some of those graphics be used in concert with this. But that never happened.
And then Peter, you were mentioning here that there's really no approval necessary by any like board or commission, huh?
Correct.
No sign permit is needed.
So this sign would be on the island, which is owned by the government, or,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions on this project?
The last I heard was the timing of this would take place, the actual mounting would take place sometime this fall.
Okay.
That's all I could get from them in terms of commitment.
And then how involved is the Wisconsin Historical Society with this, if at all?
Well, it's on their website. Okay. At the time that it was being proposed and a grant covered the cost of putting together the nomination, they were in favor of it.
Okay.
Again, back to 1992, 93.
All right. Very good. Well, thanks for taking the lead on that, Gene.
Thanks, Gene.
Yep. And
And the sign right now is in the hands of the Navigational System Authority.
okay.
While we're on the subject of signs, I'd just like to throw in there that the Historical Society erected 2 signs along the Fox River Trail back in May. I don't think we had anything to do with that in this commission here,
No.
but we worked with the county in the state, and they were located right along the trail. One on the trail in front of the Polo Resto filling station,
Okay.
and another one about, I don't know, maybe a half a block to the north along the trail. And the one has to do with the history of the filling station. The other has to do with the history of the train station,
Train depot.
Oh,
which used to be
okay.
located on that
that
spot.
That area.
So those went up in May.
Okay.
Very good.
That's good. A lot of informational stuff getting up. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. All right. So that was for informational discussion only. So we can go on to item 7, which is adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion by Patrick, seconded by Mark to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.